Welcome to you all in my YouTube channel Express Mathematics. Today I am going to teach you a line and a parabola, relation between a line and the parabola. Before starting, I want you to make sure that if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel so that I will be encouraged to make similar type of videos, and also press bell icon so that you will be informed about my latest videos. So now I'll start my today's topics, a line and the parabola. So when line and parabola is given, when the equation of the line and the equation of the parabola is given, at the time whether the line touches the parabola or whether the line intersects the parabola or whether the line does not touch the parabola, doesn't meet the parabola. Okay, we have the three conditions. Okay, so in which condition line does not meet parabola, touch the parabola, or intersect the parabola at two different points, we want to establish one simple relation. Okay, so for that we will take the standard equation of the parabola and the line y equals to mx plus c. Let y equals to mx plus c be the straight line and y square equals to 4x be the equation of the parabola. Here y equals to mx plus c is the straight line and y square equal to 4x is the equation of the parabola. And now we can suppose this equation of straight line to be equation 1 and this equation of the parabola to be equation 2. Now solving equations 1 and 2. Okay, let us solve equations 1 and 2. And while solving equations 1 and 2, this y equals to, from here we have mx plus c, we can substitute in this equation. So mx plus c whole square equals to, we can write 4x. Now using a plus b whole square formula, we can expand this. So it becomes m square x square plus 2mx c plus c square minus equals to 4ax. This implies m square x square and plus 2mcx minus 4ax plus c square equals to 0. This implies m square x square. From these two, x is common, so plus 2mc minus 4a, and x we can write plus c square equals to 0. The above equation being a quadratic equation in x, it has two roots. Okay, so this above equation is the quadratic equation in x. So it has two roots, and the nature of the roots can be made clear with the help of the discriminant. Okay, discriminant tells us the nature of the equation, and as you know that the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is not equal to 0 has two roots. Here roots means values of x which satisfy the given equation. Okay, the value of x which satisfy the given equation, that is known as roots. Here this x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0 has two values of x. That x formula is minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac over 2a. Here it has two roots. Taking positive sign we will get one value of x, taking negative sign we will get another value of x. So in this way we have two values of x, so it has two roots. Now this part inside the root b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of this quadratic equation. Now discriminant of above equation is, so discriminant is b square minus 4ac. In place of, if you compare this equation with x square plus bx plus c, in place of a we have m square, in place of b we have 2mc minus 4a, and in place of c we have c square. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So in place of b we have 2mc minus 4a, and now it's square minus 4. In place of a we have m square, in place of c we have c square equals to 0. This is the discriminant of this above equation. Now let us expand this using A1 whole square formula. We can expand this. This is 4m square c square minus 2ab, 2 times 2, 4 4 are 16, mca plus 16a square minus 4m square c square equals to 0. Now minus 4m square c square and plus 4m square c square can be cancelled, and now from these two we can take out 16a common, and here from this 16a we have taken out, so a will be left minus, here 16a already taken out common, so here mc will be left equals to 0. And okay, so let's not write 0 here. Discriminant of this equation is this much, and then so here this equals to, okay, yes, so this is the discriminant of this equation is this much, 16a minus mc. And here whether the line 1 toss this parabola or whether the line 1 doesn't intersect the parabola, or whether the line 1 intersect this parabola in two different points, depends upon the nature of this discriminant. Okay, so here in this, look at here, if this inside root part, this is bigger than 0, at the time minus b plus that value gives over this 2a gives one value. Taking negative sign we will get another value. That means we have two values of x. For two values of x there will be two values of y. So for one value of x, there will be one value of y, so that gives you 1 point. For another value of x, there will be another value of y, so that will be give you another point. In this way, if this inside root part b square minus 4ac is bigger than 0, then the line 1 intersect parabola 2 in two different points. Okay, frequently here it is written in book that this, if this is bigger than 0, then line 1 intersect parabola 2 in two different points, but students are confused. Okay, if you have clear concept, then no need to remember it by heart, because from this matter it will be quite clear. If you get concept, then when it will intersect in two different points, it will be quite clear without remembering by heart, if you get clear concept. So now the line 1 intersect parabola 2 in two different points if the discriminant is bigger than 0, that is 16a minus mc is bigger than 0. Okay, so dividing both sides by 16a, this implies a minus mc is bigger than 0, and this further implies that a is bigger than mc, and this implies that c is this dividing both sides by m, c is smaller than a over m. So if c is smaller than m, then the line 1 intersect parabola 2 in two different points. Similarly, also the line 1 intersect parabola 2 in two coincident points if discriminant equals to 0, that is 16a minus mc equals to 0. This implies 16a goes to divide 0, so a minus mc equals to 0, and this implies here a equals to mc, and this implies c equals to a over m. That means here I have said that it intersect in two coincident points. So two coincident points means it is the only one point. Okay, coincident means overlapping, one point over another point. So that means it is a single point. Here it intersects this line intersects parabola 2 in only one point. That means it just touch. Okay, it just touch means it is the, this line is the tangent to the parabola 2 if c equals to a over m. This is also known as the condition of tangency. It is also known as the condition of tangency. Line 1 intersect the parabola 2 in two coincident points if discriminant equals to 0. Okay, or line 1 touch the parabola 2 if discriminant equals to 0, and from this we will get the condition of tangency as well. And next to that, if the discriminant is lesser than 0, at the time the line does not intersect the parabola. Okay, before that I will make clear to this point also. Here, if discriminant equals to 0, why it intersect in two coincident points, or it just touch the parabola, the line just touch the parabola. Here discriminant 0 means this b square minus 4ac part is 0. So x has only one value. So if x has only one value, then corresponding to that only one value of x, there will be only one value of y. Okay, so there will be only one point of intersection of this line 1 and parabola 2. So this line just touch the parabola. Okay, that matter will be clear from this. So if you need to write, you can pause the video and copy it. So I will take next condition. The line 1 does not meet the parabola 2 if discriminant is lesser than 0. If discriminant is lesser than 0, then this inside root part becomes negative. So square root of negative quantity, it is imaginary. So we do not get the real value of x. That means the line does not meet the parabola. The concept is clear from this formula, with the help of this formula. And here our discriminant value is 16a a minus mc, that is lesser than 0. Dividing both sides by 16a, we will get a minus mc lesser than 0. This implies a lesser than mc. This implies c bigger than a over m. So this is the condition for the line 1 not to meet parabola 2. Okay, so hence in conclusion, hence line 1 intersect parabola 2 in two different points, or touch the parabola, or does not meet the parabola according as c is lesser than a over m, or c equals to a over m, or c is bigger than a over m. So we have altogether these three condition. C is lesser than A over M, or C equals to A over M, or C bigger than A over M. And from this we can also get the equation of tangent to the parabola in slope form. So equation of tangent to the parabola in slope form is, so when a line just touch the parabola at any point, then that line is called tangent to the parabola at that point. Here when C equals to A over M, then the line just touch the parabola, that line will be tangent to the parabola. And here our line is y equals to mx plus c, and for the line to touch the parabola, c value is a over m. So if you replace the c by a over m, then we will get the equation of tangent to the parabola in slope form is y equals to mx plus a over m. Okay, this is the equation of the tangent to the parabola in slope form, and this can also be obtained from its derivation, from this derivation. I hope that this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe my video so that I will be encouraged to make similar type of videos, and also press bell icon so that you will be informed about my coming videos. Thank you very much.